Army Dan back at you. Haven't seen you in a while. Had some family issues we had to get taken care of. But this is what we're going to be taking a look at. And a lot of friends of mine have communicated with me over the last several years and asked me to do this for them. And I'm amazed the amount of people who are either unsure of themselves or really aren't what they're doing. So we're going to kind of start in the middle, but you will see me back up. You want to get your wires to this area here. Ends are twisted. We've got a red sleeve, could be white, your choice, your system, on the line that is marked with either by print or with a white stripe, as you'll see on this one. And then the other one is just marked with a piece of black. I believe I'm using quarter. And I think I have a piece of 3/8 up here. That's because I have to split these down and keep the heat shrink tube far enough away that the heat doesn't affect the shrink tape until I'm ready for it. Simple solder, real thin strand. Now, you can either hold one over the heat of the soldering iron, or what I do is I use a gas powered, and I'm holding, the first one I want to actually tin up is this one here. This one I'm just getting it warm. Don't need laser temperature injectors or nothing. Simply, you're going to feel heat up here in your fingers at this end. At that time, I just get the solder up on the wire and just start ticking it until the point that you actually see the solder flowing in. And here we go. Gonna be kind of hard to see on camera, maybe. Let's get warm on my fingers. There it is. Take it all the way down to the jacket. Now the other one is already ready, boy. This one's already starting to heat up and change color. So we're just going to keep it in the heat. Keep it good and warm, and just watch that solder just get drawn in. Okay, this is speaker wire. The reason we're doing this is the intended use for this is it has the push blocks on the back of your home entertainment center speakers. And like most people, when they go to shove the wire in that little push block, it frays one or two strands out. And I've known people to have speakers either not respond properly or literally blow out. Slide them both up, using before they shrink. You want to get them pushed over just a tad bit. Now shrink it down. And I'm using about 1.5 inches of the wire just for color. Kind of neat. Plus, if it has to do a right angle coming out of the speaker and going down, it'll bend and it lessens the likelihood of snapping any strands of wire on the inside. Now, let me turn this off for a moment. We're not going to need it for the rest of this video. What you've seen me do then, just literally repeat on every end of the wire. Now this one has a flyaway, a little strand out here, and I have fallen in love with these rotary tools. So I keep one handy with a cutter. Just gonna clean it up a little bit. And it's okay if you don't have 100% solder seal all the way around. You've got the loose strands, and the loose strands are what cause the blowouts. Okay, now this is I just cased it off enough. If it turns out that it's a little too long, maybe 3/8 to 1/2 inch exposed, now it's sealed, cut off everything, go ahead and snip it off with some good sharp snippers. I'm telling you, it's going to save you a lot of money in speakers. And if you notice, I'm also using a heavy gauge speaker wire. Think of your sound signal that travels down your wire as water. How much water are you trying to get at the output source? Now, just to back up for a moment, I'll kind of show you here. I'm using my multi-tool. Let's get this hot source out of the way so it doesn't get burned. I'm using my multi-tool here. I'm just going to start a split. There are other tools for this. I'm using what I grabbed handy. I could have gone out to the garage and got other things. I'm peeling it down 2.25 inches, 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to use the serrated part of my blade. What I like to do is I trap it between my knees, catch it in one of them big serrades about 1/2 to 3/8 of an inch, and just give it a little spin until you see a line all the way around. poke your nail in there and just pull that wire off. Repeat. Some people do every one of the ends at one time. Some people want to do one at a time. I say do each complete end of the wire at once. Now we're going to just give each line a separate good twist here. The reason I spin them off like that is a lot of wire cutters will grab and bite and it'll actually break wires off in here. And I just saw as I was doing it, I know the camera didn't pick it up, but one or two strands fell off. That's less signal getting to your speaker system or out of your receiver. All right, strip it back like so. Pair of scissors, just buy some of this long shrink tape at your local hardware store. This side I'm taking off probably, again, 3/8 of an inch on each color. And I'm going to take just a tad bit more on my back sleeve, keeping in mind my back sleeve, this piece here will be covering these other two. Take the ends you've twisted, insert them through, push it down, let's get it out of the way. And now again, we're back where we started. We find our wire that has the printing or has the white on it, put a sleeve on it, and then of course the other one goes on the other side. I apologize for that cell phone thing. People just want to get a hold of me, not sure why. So at this point, we're right back where we started. We're ready to start introducing the heat to these leads in the same manner you just saw, and then bringing it to a finished product. So thanks for checking in again. I've got a couple of big projects I'm working on right now, so that's the major reason. I've been about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks from putting something up. I put this one in, and the reason we need to learn this is that it's a growth step for what we're about to do in the back of my truck. I think you'll really like this one. And the video series will be called Mega Straw. It has nothing to do with a drinking straw. I think you'll like it. Until then, you guys, strive to survive to stay alive. Knowledge, not written down or shared, is a waste. Have a great day. See you in another video.